Hello, everybody. I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes for you all to hop on whilst we get started with our chat. So, I'm going to be on for about 30 minutes talking about this. As I said in the intro, each subject will be very, very specific because when we're talking about supporting your energy and going forward and building your energy up, so that you can make positive life changes, soulful changes that are abundant, then we need to get specific, because if we're trying to talk about all of the things all at once, it can get a little bit overwhelming. Okay, so today, just for today, I'm going to be talking about those little changes that you can make with regards to supporting your energy if you have a partner. Okay, now partner could be, you don't have to actually have a partner for this to apply. You can make these changes anyway. Okay, so hello, let me know how you're doing today. Let me know how you're feeling. Okay, because this is a really supportive group. It's all about building each other up. Okay, so like I said, you can make these changes regardless of whether you're in a relationship at all. Okay, because as my own coach says, all right, it's important to look after your energy, because everything is energy. We are energy in a skin suit. That's how I like to call it. Okay, so let's get to it. I don't ever seem to have notes. I just talk it as it comes to me in my mind and from here. So when we're thinking about, hi Crystal, I've just seen your face hop on, and there you are. I can see your name come up now. When we're in any kind of relationship, and sometimes even our friendships can feel like a relationship, and we're making changes. Okay, and it doesn't matter what that change can be. It can be a change in who we are, a change in belief. Let me know what those changes are. Okay, so I know when I first started out in my business, my other half really struggled with that, and it triggered a lot of different emotions for him, and actually it also triggered a lot of different emotions for my children as well, because all of a sudden, like, mummy's attention wasn't so much on them anymore, and it wasn't so much on my other half and things like that. I changed, so it triggered a lot of different feelings for other people as well. Hello Janet, hello Sue. So when you're thinking, let me know what energy means to you. Okay, what changes that you've struggled with lately. Okay, what you've come up against as well, because it's really important that this is interactive so that you're getting the most from it. And I don't know if any of you guys saw my live that I did on my page this morning as well, where I spoke about this as well. But the reason that we have trouble with maintaining our own energy and feeling positive as well about making new changes and up leveling and going forwards is, half the time we depend on our partners to validate those new changes, to be supportive and to make us feel safe, and for that inclusion. But here's the thing, if those changes are triggering that person's fears and that person's insecurities, and they may not know the outcome of the changes that you may be making, okay, then that is why they may be responding in a way that may come across as unpleasant to you. Okay, and the thing is, where you're seeking that outside validation, you're also going to be feeling uncomfortable. Okay, So something that I had to use for myself to support my own energy, okay, that didn't end up bringing me back to a place of my own insecurity so that I could keep going forward. Hi, Nicola. Was a twofold process, and I would really love to know in the comments as well about any changes that you've tried to make where you've actually as well come across some resistance, so that I can actually give you my support and give you my advice, for want of a better word, as well. Okay, was this when I discovered that the reason I was getting really irritable, angry, and resistant, and there were arguments as well stemming from the changes that I wanted to make, it was because I was looking for that outside validation. Okay, I was wanting everybody, okay, my partner, to be happy with the changes that I was making, but I was not acknowledging that the changes that I was making was triggering that person's fear and insecurities to come up. And that was because of limiting beliefs that that person had in their own childhood and things like that. Okay, we're not always present in understanding that other person's perception. Okay, the thing is, we're only aware half the time of our own perception and why we do what we do. We only tend to live in our own little boxes, as it were. Okay. So whilst we're focused on, well, this person isn't supporting me, this person is making me feel cross, oh, Amy, lovely. Oh, I miss you too, sweetheart. But you get to watch me here. This person is not supporting me. This person is focused on what I'm doing wrong. This person, all the negatives. Okay, so we're so clued into that we're actually building on that negativity. We're building on that negative momentum, which actually isn't helping the relationship that we have with that person, and it actually isn't helping the positive momentum that we want to build in creating the changes that we want for ourselves. Okay, it's actually focusing on the shadow part, the negativity within ourselves as well. Okay, and then the thing that we end up doing, and we've all done it, I've done it, is we then try and get the other person to see sense. We try and fix them instead of seeing the positive in that person. Perhaps why they're seeing things the way they are. Looking at them in the place that they are now. So a little tool that I did was Abraham Hicks has been a really huge enlightener for me, and I started watching Abraham Hicks like 5 years ago. Was write a list of that person's positive aspects. Okay, because that will actually help you to build some positive momentum for that person. But not only write a list of that person's positive aspects, okay, and not only read that every day, put it somewhere that you can see it, okay, because the thing is, whilst you're focused on what that person's doing wrong and why that person's not seeing everything you want them to see, okay, because that is not going to help you. Tell me something good. I am, sweetheart. Okay, because the thing is, whilst you're not focused on what you want that person to see, the thing is, you need to focus on the positive in that person. I like to think that everybody has positive in them, okay, but the thing is, you're not going to see it if you're focused on all the shit that they've done and all the shit that they've directed at you, okay, and that's not going to help you in getting into alignment with yourself. Whilst you're focusing on the shit that person's done, you're actually focusing on the negativity within yourself. And the thing is, you want to focus on the positive within you, okay? Because at the end of the day, this is about you, okay? Crystal, changes that have happened to me are The things that seem like problems, like the world was ending, now I see as like nothing. So I don't feel that sympathy for others that I would have had before. I'm more like, if you're breathing, you can fix it. Yes, definitely. If you're breathing, yes, you can fix it. I like the other saying, like, if your heart is beating, you have purpose. Yeah, it makes sense, my love. Definitely. So write a list of positive aspects, and I would do this even for the person that has hurt you deeply. Okay, I did it for my ex-husband, who some of you may know raped me, and that helped me to get to a place of forgiveness. And as I had to see him on a weekly basis, it was important that I could do that, okay, for peace for myself and to continue a civil relationship, with him for the sake of my children. So I wrote a list of positive aspects, okay. The other thing, whilst you're writing a list of positive aspects and focusing on that as much as you possibly can, because consistency is so important, okay, because whilst you're doing that and maintaining that focus and building that momentum, your mind is slowly shifting away from what is negative about that person, okay. That slowly begins to dissipate, and because that can't get my words out today, because that is slowly dissipating, because you're focused on what is positive, you're building that sense of peace and positivity within yourself, okay? Because that's the aim here, okay? So with that being said, I then would like you to write a list of positive aspects about yourself, okay? And then put the two side by side together so that you can see them, okay? This can be done for past relationships and the relationship that you have going on now, if you have one, okay? So this can be done with ex-partners, current relationships, okay? Because I know some of you really struggle to find peace in past relationships, okay? And also, even if we are in current relationships, it doesn't mean to always say that they're rosy, because they're not. We all have our down days and things like that, because nobody's perfect, okay? Janet, I got zero support from my husband throughout my spiritual growth awakening. Yeah, he makes fun of me. It hurts my heart because he didn't validate me. And what I want to say, my darling, is what I was thinking about this morning is in the spiritual community, they say that everybody is the majority say that everybody is a reflection of us, and I think that that's quite a black and white way of describing things. And they say that in the law of attraction community, and although yes, there is truth to that when someone is brought into our reality, okay. Hello, Lena, my lovely. I've sent you an email, sweetheart. Okay. Although someone is brought into your reality, and they do so because they are I can't get my words out, are a reflection of you, okay. And if it's something that is unpleasant to what you're seeing, it's because it's an unhealed part of you that needs healing, okay. It is what I do want to say, it's not because you have done something wrong. It's not because you have to take responsibility for that other person's healing, okay. I really think that is really important for me to get across, okay. What that does mean, okay, and especially you, Janet, is that you needed to take the space and time to heal and support yourself for what possibly you didn't have the tools to learn, possibly growing up. For example, setting boundaries, okay. Because when I was first told, oh wow, you've attracted that person into your life, first of all I thought, well, what have I done wrong then? For example, like I attracted a narcissist into my life. Well, what did I deserve that punishment for? Well, I didn't deserve rape, etc., etc., etc. Well, no, that isn't true. What it means was it was brought into my life so that there's a lesson that I can learn from that in order to heal and break a cycle, to gather strength and compassion and resilience in order to move forward and come into alignment with my life. Okay? It's got absolutely nothing to do with punishment. Okay? And we tend to get it a little bit mixed up. Okay? Things are a reflection. Okay? But a reflection means that it had to be brought into our life so that we could learn from that which we didn't have the opportunity to, okay, because we weren't given the tools and the space because of past conditioning, okay. So sometimes people are brought into our life so that we can do and learn better, and often it's through the shittiest and most horrific of things, okay, but they are blessings in disguise, all right. But it's whether we have the awareness in order to know that and do that. And the thing is, you do, Janet. So the thing is, it's really important for all of us to celebrate ourselves when we've discovered that awareness, okay, because so many of us go around stuck in pain because we continue to beat ourselves up for feeling in pain instead of trying to use it and learn from it and take action from it. Okay, and actually to self-soothe. Self-soothing when you're in pain is actually taking action on your pain, and it's from that you can heal. Okay, I'm only talking from my own experience because I went through years and years and years of actually fighting my pain and self-punishing, because at the time, the support I thought I was getting didn't feel like support, if I'm being frank. Yes, he's a narcissist and we have a child together. This is the biggest lesson I've ever been through. Yes, it does feel like punishment, yeah. The way you broke it down makes, I'm glad it made sense. I've outgrown my husband, hence our separation. Yeah, the thing is, sweetheart, all of us are growing. And I would say even to a point, a narcissist will grow. Just sometimes we just grow in different ways. But it's how the person chooses to use their pain. And I know I was going to talk specifically tomorrow about toxic energies like the narcissist and toxic behaviour. So I'm going to leave that for tomorrow. So today what I want to focus on is what you can do for yourself. So what I would say today... Hello, Sarah. Yes, definitely catch the replay. So what I would, to anybody that's in a relationship, and even though I'm going to cover narcissism tomorrow, and even though you've left this relationship, Janet, and well done, my love, because leaving a very toxic relationship takes a lot of strength, a lot. I would still go ahead and write those positive aspects of him, okay, because it will help you to eventually find peace within yourself. Write the positive aspects of yourself, okay, and continue to focus on those, especially as you've got a child together, okay, because the thing is, that child has parts of him and parts of you, okay. Because what I struggled with was I would look at my children and I would see him in my children, okay? And I didn't want to look at my children and see see negativity within my children. I only wanted to see positive, and that helped me to see the positivity in my children when I looked at them every single day. Okay, so if I could look at, even if I could find just a little bit of positivity in him, it would help me to establish a positive relationship with my children as well. Even though we tend to think, oh, it's fine, I have a great relationship with my child, blah blah blah. Sometimes looking at our children will trigger the painful parts of us that were triggered by our ex-husbands, ex-partners, that caused all that pain. Okay, so this is about supporting you, because when you support your energy, okay, in whatever way you need to do it, in a healthy way, that energy will feed off into the relationships that you have with your children. It will break the cycles for them growing up and stopping them getting into unhealthy relationships, okay? Because actually they won't learn through your words, they will learn through your behaviors, okay? And the love that actually they're seeing that you give to yourself, I know this through my younger two, and I'm seeing the difference with my younger two and my eldest, because my eldest is 10, and when she was young, I'm saying like from a baby to say like 5, I was like self-abusing. I was not a very kind person to myself and other people, and I can see how she now struggles. Whereas my younger two, my 4-year-old and my 7-year-old, are a lot more emotionally strong and stable. So it's really important. This is why I go on about it all the time, and you'll hear me say it at the end of every life. Do something loving for yourself today. Do something happy for you today. I don't do it just because I don't say it just because it sounds nice. I say it because it is critical. It's so important. Okay, because it has a ripple effect. You see come up that are totally that. Yeah, oh yes, definitely Sarah. My son, for example, and I try really hard, because I know it's him being affectionate, but there are some little things that he does that still brings a knot in my stomach. Like he will like grab my knees and separate my knees sometimes. He doesn't do it so much now, but he used to do it a lot. And I would just say, no, mummy doesn't like that. No, mummy's knees are like a private part of her. We don't do that without permission, things like that. Whereas before I used to like scream. I used to go into like a panic. He's autistic, he's very tactile, and he would like just like grab my face and want to kiss me all over my face. Some of you may see on the lives where he'll like hug me and things like that. He's very affectionate, and I would struggle with that. But where I've had to do like a lot of self-healing on myself and things like that, and you know, I've got better with that. So, but children are very much the catalyst for your healing. So, Krista, after my ex-husband, I married a woman who was a narcissistic person. Yes, I'm glad you brought that. Women can be narcissistic as well. My ex-mother-in-law was. At times in that relationship, I would feel like I would be better off dead. Oh, sweetheart. We are now divorced, but she is the one taking care of... We are now divorced, but she is the one taking care of Lacey's babies, because she is the sister to the... Yeah. So it's about finding peace however you can, because this is your soul's journey. Most definitely your soul's journey. And the thing is, it doesn't do you any good to hold on to that pain, to that hurt. However much you feel that actually yes, you have a right to that anger. Because actually anger is healing. Okay? And you need to express it. But holding on to it because somehow you feel as though things are just going to get better and that other person is going to somehow going to see sense by you holding on to that anger is basically the saying, well, it's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It's not going to help you. It will not help you, and the other person won't die. Your energy has a ripple effect, and the only person you're hurting actually is yourself. Oh, Lena, I was talking about this right at the beginning about thoughts having mirror effect and reflection. Yeah, healing can definitely bring in better relationships without a doubt. And I also believe that when we heal ourselves, it can also improve the relationships that we are currently in as well. Even if the relationship did not start off very well. And I'm talking from my own experience in my current relationship as well. But what I would say is you have to do the work on yourself. You have to pay consistent and really laser focused attention on your own energy. You cannot expect the other person to fix themselves, okay? Because we are all connected. For example, when my mood drops, my partner's mood dips as well. When my mood goes up, okay, his automatically goes up. But the thing is, half the time we expect someone else to validate us, and that's why a lot of these relationships end up going wrong, as it were, because we're expecting someone else to almost supplement the way we feel. And it's conditional love. But healing the self can definitely bring about better relationships. When you're in alignment with yourself, you tend to settle, not settle, that's the wrong word, sorry. But because you're in alignment with your true self, your energy is attracting someone that is in alignment with who you truly are, okay? That's why someone that has, say, for example, a low sense of self-worth, low confidence, low boundaries, for example, will possibly attract someone that has toxic energy, okay? Tends to take, all right? Possibly is, as I would call it, a control freak, all right? That is what I had in my relationships, because I was looking outside of myself. I wanted someone to validate me instead of me validate me, okay? But now I've done a lot of self-healing work, okay? I now don't need to have someone validate me, okay? So now I won't have someone who tends to take from me. The saying like attracts like is very, very, very true. Once you know what it is that you want for yourself, you won't settle for anything less. Yes, the recognition of self is very, very powerful. And the thing is, whilst you're healing yourself as well, those that aren't in alignment with you, okay, and when you become aware of that, will filter out of your life. And what I do want to say is, they don't always filter out of your life in the most calmest of ways either, in the most peaceful of ways. Sometimes it can be like a huge fish slap in the face, okay, and it can be in the most dramatic of ways. But that happens often because it is a huge wake-up call, so that you know what it is that you are deserving of. So you know that it's because you need to reach that next level, okay? Like, I've had it like so many blooming times. You know, it's like, oh, Trude, when will you learn that actually this is now what you deserve and not this, okay? But often we go, oh no, actually, if I just do this with this person, then this will get better. Oh, I need to change this about myself, and then maybe he or she will, you know, maybe see me in this light. But actually, things will occur, patterns, okay? It's really important to look at patterns. Patterns will occur over and over and over again. So if you keep seeing repeating patterns over and over again, it's because the universe is asking you to make a decision, okay? For yourself. Don't ask it of the other person, but it's because they're asking it of yourself so that you can break a cycle that is no longer serving you, okay? Oh, that's amazing, Lena. Yeah, the thing is, when you can actually put light on the shadow aspects of yourself, and what I mean by the shadow aspects, like the controlling issues, things like that, because I was so scared to admit that I actually had control issues because I thought it made me a bad person, but it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Yeah, it makes you authentic, and people connect to authenticity. And the thing is, when you put light on that, that's when you can heal and step into your alignment and bring in the people that actually will give you that unconditional love and validate you, because you're validating you. And the thing is, what I do want to say about these other people is, when these repeating patterns occur, it doesn't mean to say that you have to drop kick them out of your life, okay? But it does mean that a cycle needs to break, okay? That you do need to set those boundaries, possibly saying no. Okay, you are not prepared to put up with this anymore, okay? But listen to your gut. If that person is not prepared to make dramatic changes, possibly, that do not feel right within you, then it's time to make a change, okay? That you know that possibly will be painful, but you know that it will have long-term benefit to you, okay? It's about saying yes to what serves you and no to what doesn't, okay? So I'm gonna leave it at that, and hopefully that helps you. And tomorrow, so the last thing I'm going to leave you with, okay, so that you have a little bit of homework to go away with, okay? So write the positive aspects of the person that you have in mind, that you are thinking of right now, okay, that you would like to feel supported by or with, or that you would like to heal things with, whether it's a past ex-partner or present partner, okay? Write their positive aspects down, okay, and have it somewhere that you can see every day. And then write the positive aspects down of yourself. Now, positive aspects down, what I mean by that is the good points of that person, okay, the things that you are grateful for in that person, even if it is really, really small, even if you have to think really, really hard, because when you're thinking of, say, let's say a narcissistic person, it can be really bloody difficult to think of a good thing, a good aspect of that person, okay? But have a really, really good think, okay? Put them side by side so that you can see it every day, okay? Because this is not about trying to see that person as a different person, but this is about making peace for you, okay? Yeah, it's not easy, you know. This isn't about trying. This isn't about lying to yourself. This is about just finding peace for you, because you deserve that. And then tomorrow I'm going to be talking about the really toxic energies and the narcissistic traits, and how you can support yourself in terms of that and really setting those boundaries. Yeah, definitely give it a go, Lena. Okay, my lovely. And I will see you all again tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye.